Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Well, for some of us. Let's go. You know how I do. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking, mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. Excuse me. If you're a right thinker, excuse me, your goal is to know thyself. See where I'm going with this? So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. Why? They already know, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, it's okay. They're spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to do just that. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and always. To my yacht, be true. Right things, I got a question. So let's talk about this question. What's the question? How smart is it to follow an ignorant person? There's a message here. Hope you're paying attention. So the question is, how smart are you if you follow an ignorant person? This guy had 80 million followers. I'm just saying. So I got a lesson coming up. I just hope we have enough right thinkers compared to believers. How about that? Okay, we leave it there. All right, let's go. It's a lesson. It scares me. Now, it used to scare me that to have an ignorant leader be followed by so many ignorant people. Like your boy. Dude, I keep cutting. You see, he's like low hanging fruit. He's too easy to use as example because anything I can say, I can use him as an example. So I'm going to keep using him as an example. Dude, you ain't who you claim to be. You're not what you claim you are. You ain't who you claim you. None of that. You're just a liar. So people who are ignorant to recognizing a liar, a BSer, that's on them. I can't help you, but I can enlighten you so that you will be prepared to what? To recognize a wolf in sheep's clothing, so to speak. Let's talk about that. We call a wolf in sheep clothing. That's that slick talking, fast talking, smooth type of dude that to smooth you out your stuff. Okay, we call them con artists, slick guys, whatever. But that's who they are. But ignorant is to think that this clown is better for us as a people. You got to be the most ignorant person I can imagine. So with that level of ignorance, my man, I got nothing for y'all. If you're a Trumpster, I got a problem with that at all. Trust me. But if you're ignorant enough not to recognize who he is and what he is, then we got nothing to communicate on why. You ain't dealing with reality. Simple. Moving on. As a master of my own philosophy, not my own, but I worked with one that I mastered and put my twist on it. And your philosophy is only good. Anybody's. Is if it can what manifest for those who practice it. I got over 2,000 right thinkers practicing my right thinker philosophy. I'm Good with that. Everybody ain't gonna practice it. We know that, but those who do benefit. That's my point. And if it's not working, they wouldn't practice it. Moving on. If you don't like or subscribe to my philosophy, that's fine. I could care less about that. That don't stop the philosophy for what it is. Okay? Good for those who practice it. Simple as that. I know that because I do. Moving on. And you know that too. Being that we all have the right to choose. But don't tell me how bad my choices are compared to yours. It ain't about that. You got the right to choose what you want. I choose mine on my terms. Simple. That's the problem with a lot of people who follow religion. If you ain't doing what they doing, you're wrong. Stop with that nonsense. We all know freedom of choice to choose religion, sex, job. That's all every individual's choice. God, you can make a difference, but to say that somebody's wrong, they're not doing what you think they should do, that's just ignorant. Back to it again. Here you go. Like, who's on first? Ignorant. If you're a Christian, that's by choice. Again, you just happen to be. No, you chose to be that. I'm spiritual. I choose to be as free. But that's what you want. Belief system. A lot of people might think, no, I don't put my mind there, but we can use that. Same difference, but different concept right now. But my point is, I choose not to follow what a lot of people subscribe to. That's my choice. Moving on. When whatever scale you use to weigh your pros and cons to set up your system of belief or philosophies you live by, that's your choice. Again, your choice. But when the scales are tipped in the wrong area, good, bad, if I got more bad than good, I'm not going with the bad, knowing it's bad. Watch the system having the damn system of pros and cons when you're going to let the cons outweigh the pros. Don't even use the system. Just go what you believe. Go how you feel. That's what most people do anyway. If you have a philosophy, that dictates how I think, feel, and do what it is I do. You do what you want. I ain't got control of you. I run this. That's it. That's it. You should feel the same way about you. I ain't got a problem with that. I don't come in your territory, tell you nothing. Don't come in mine, tell me nothing. We good. You still over there, I still over here. But whatever skill you use, you still got to have some kind of merit. Still got to have some kind of purpose and reason, proof to substantiate why you're standing on that side. If you rolling with him, if you got reason to roll, that's fine. That's again choice. But if you're looking at realistically, I can't roll with him. Moving on, it's just that simple. If it's not right, I'm not rolling with it. I could care less about her color, that race. No, right or wrong at this point. Any politics no more. Black and white. No. Right or wrong. Let's start with that. How about that? So stop giving me a whole bunch of nonsense and deal with reality. How much right do he have on his side compared to how much wrong do he have? Simple as that. Moving on. I don't care about his color. Not particularly. No. Means nothing. Race. Things that don't what? Look, things that I don't agree with. And after me recognizing and seeing why I don't subscribe to, I can tell you simple. I can tell you every reason why I don't. But you can tell me every reason why I should. No, that's for you, not for me. Moving on. They have elections. Why? Because we're supposed to live in a democracy, right? When he was the president and we wanted him out, so we voted him out, he didn't want to give up the power. We're going to put him back in because he wanted to be a dictator. Dude, records, facts show you was the worst. And to come back and want, you got to think we stupid. You said that about us the first time when he let you in there. But now you complain about if you don't win, it's rigged. If you don't win, you got, come on, dog. You can't win. You're not a winner. Simple. Moving on. And anybody who follows you ain't winners either. You took a whole Republican Party that represents supposed to be aristocrats. It's the party of Trump. You want loyal servants. Everybody's seeing that. So moving on. I ain't got, like I said, I can get out that way. Why? They taking care of you with that. Ain't nothing to do with that. Moving on. But I could use you as examples, as always, real life examples. Again, I watch okay? The what? The change some ignorant things. I watched this change some ignorant things that I really don't agree or subscribe to. The way they feel about him, he's a white guy. He's racist against not just immigrants. No, he's no black people. He got notorious for. Remember? Come on, I ain't got time, but I'm just saying, somebody who you know ain't good for you to follow. That means you can't be good either. Again, how smart are you to follow somebody that's ignorant and to stand up and be proud to be with them? That's a lot about you. Trust me. All right, who we at? If you was a right thinker, okay, your discernment, your knowledge of self wouldn't allow you to do certain things that you believe in or feel you have to do because whatever reason, again, your choice. But your discernment would tell you, man, I can't do that. Why? It just ain't right. Some things just you got to see that ain't right. Moving on. And I have street knowledge. I know people. Scholarly knowledge, college degrees. And more important, I obtained self knowledge along the way. So with that, I don't have to listen or be tolerant of ignorant leadership. I can voice my opinion of what I see. I'm less important about having ignorant friendships. I dismiss with them. Why? I have no use for them either. Moving on. We all know that fast, slick talking brother back in the day, you know he's lying. When? All the time. Remember the joke? I was in the car, we had an accident, and he was lying over there, and they was lying over there. Well, where you was lying? I was lying all the time. Those kind of people, we know about them a long time ago. Why that society is so hell-bent on this guy just lying all the time. Some of us like them stories. They like the lies. Okay, that's cool. Moving on. I choose not to. Okay, yeah. Okay, now, if it smells like BS, odor, and it sounds like BS, more odor, trust and believe it's BS. Let's use a more term. If it waddle like a duck, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck. Same thing. It don't change. So whatever analogy you use, it's still the same thing. Moving on, understand that's what teachers about. I can give it to you any way you want, but the idea is for you to learn it and use it. Don't mean nothing to just know it. Moving on. My old man prepared me for everything I needed to know where about the streets. Oh yeah, I was a street man. You could take me out the streets, and they've done that. I'm out in the suburbs now. I ain't even got a sidewalk where I live at, so I'm out of my natural environment. But when I go back in that environment, I'm just as comfortable as if I never left. That's the difference. I haven't changed. Me, who I am, don't change. Moving on. Real is real, no matter where it go. I can acquiesce. I can respectfully deal with ignorant people. I got no problem with them. I know how to deal with them. I just won't follow them. I will avoid them. Simple as that. I don't have a problem with ignorant people until what their ignorance affects me. When your ignorance spills over to me, okay, I got an issue with that. So we're going to address that. That's what I will always address. Simple as that. So let's do that. If you're ignorant, I will know sooner or later. Why? Because your true colors will always show. That's why. I have a bunch of ignorant family and friends. You being ignorant is your problem, not mine. I don't control nobody's understanding of nothing. I just try to teach and enlighten and give them a reason to do what they need to do for themselves. I got my stuff together. And that's why I teach what I know. Not what I think, not how I feel. No, I don't got time for that. I know what I know. I will speak to you. I will try to enlighten you. But I won't engage or follow you. Moving on. Ignorance, for a lot of people, like knowledge, is a way of life. They're going to be ignorant. I ain't got a problem with that at all. When it affects me, then. But other than that, man, do you. Last one, wrapping it up. Again, lesson. Hope you get the lesson. I'm just trying to put it in the lesson form so you can get understanding, not upset. Well, I don't. It ain't about that. It's about me telling you what you need to do for yourself. That's it. That's all I got for you. If a person you follow is ignorant, that can't make you smart. Let me break it down a little simpler. Because I have self-knowledge, I can't and I won't be led astray by an ignorant person. I got a story about that guy. Yeah, I followed him for a long time until I paid the price. And when if I'm gonna pay the price, it's gonna be on my terms, not somebody else's. Okay, moving on. Hell, I am a leader, and if you're leading, or you claim to be a leader, and all you have to do, check your followers. That tell you if you're leading or not. Simple as that. If you're walking, and you want somebody to follow you, you type, stop, take a look around. If you got nobody behind you, you taking a long stroll. Hopefully on this short pier, my man. Moving on. I do what I do. Again, for you. That's what teachers do. I teach, I give information. But before I do that, I have to obtain it. Why do it seem like the most ignorant ones always want people to follow them in their ignorant nonsense? But if those people who ain't smart enough, don't have the wherewithal and the discernment to understand they ain't who they claim to be, that's on them. If you got a bad, moving on, let me just wrap this up. All I do, excuse me, all my teachers, aka leaders, were a lot smarter than me. I never questioned their intellect. Well, they had way a lot more going on than I did. And that's, again, respect. If you respect ignorant people, you got to respect intelligent people. I give intelligent people respect. Ignorant people, why? Man, I understand you just who you are. So I got a problem with that. But for those who you show worthy, you always give them respect and reverence. Simple. That's why they do what they do, just to get that in return. Why? I'm doing it to help you. What I want back is respect. Understand. Wrapping it up again. Okay, I had in Masonic order bad worship masters, and I told you all the time in the order, Masonic order. The lodges are individuals. Okay, the Grand Lodge is all of us come together. If a lodge has a bad worship master, that lodge will suffer, and they usually do. So if you got a bad leader and y'all follow him, y'all gonna suffer. If you have a bad grandmaster who's controlling everything, that means we're all going to suffer. I've been in that predicament too, or that predicament too, when the guy at the top wasn't all that. So guess what? We suffer. If you put good in position of power, everything under that will fall and acquiesce. You see it work with bad. Why don't you try it with good? Hope that's what we got coming up in November. November 6th will be a start of a new regime. I'm ready. I'm understanding what it's all about. So, my man, I can forget the political arena again. Why? It's already taken care of. Okay? For my Christian believers, this is ordained by him. So that's the lesson. Again, in closing, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away, even the ignorant ones. Well, the ignorant ones are not right thinkers, but I still want the best for you too. I'm out.